Hey, Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So, they have finally put the pre-order up for Castle Grayskull for the Origins line. And it looks a lot cooler than I actually thought. So you can see it comes with a Sorceress figure, the white one. The Tower of Darkness Sorceress figure. And she looks really cool. I actually am really impressed. She's sporting the little fur on the outside of the boots. She has her staff. She has her wings that are sort of, looks like they're translucent. I can't tell, but I'm guessing they are. And her face sculpt looks really nice. And you can see here we have the castle. And on the castle, the door is actually just shaped like a regular castle door of like a toy from the 80s, but not a toy from the 90s actually. But remember, our old castle had the door wider at the top and came in skinnier towards the bottom, and then came a little wider here where the hinge was. And like I guessed, there was a step on the outside, which I assumed there probably was. So when this door opens, this door is going to sit on top of that step, I'm guessing, a little bit, and make it just a little less height for us there, unfortunately, for the figures to fit through. Now, it does come with a weapons rack, and it has this laser gun we've never seen before. And this laser gun was shown on the cardboard cutout for the little triangle-looking piece. And you can see this Havard staff's a little different too. Everything just looks a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. Then it has the trainer with the boar's head on one side and the fist on the other, and it's got the gun. That's going to be really cool too. Now, what is this? Is this like some kind of shield bearer holder thing for shields, or another weapons rack, or I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. And then of course we have the flag, and we have the ladder. And you can see the castle is just pretty cool. Now, the castle we had back in the 80s, everything was kind of stretched long, so the eyes were a little longer and had more of a daunt face to it. And it wasn't quite so straight up and down as these lines are on this one. So this is almost like a cleaned up version of Castle Grayskull, where somebody went through and said, hey, if we were to make Castle Grayskull cleaned up and make it more uniform, how would it look? A little less randomized. So I actually like the 80s style better because it looks more random than this one, but this is still really cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the pictures they have on the website. And here's the interior shot that we've seen before, but now we got a nice clear picture of it. And it's funny, you can tell they just picked her up and threw her in here at the exact same pose, because her wings kind of half bent on this side and her arms whoop going at that crazy angle. But let's check out the details on the inside. One thing is they have the elevator, just like they had when we were a kid. But they do have this floor that's raised in the inside, so we do have that space in there. And someone mentioned the reason why they probably raised it is so if you have it on a floor that's not totally flat, it's not going to fall over as easy, like on carpeting or somewhere where there's rocks if you're playing outside or somewhere else. The ladder only reaches to the first floor, but that's all right. And you can see here the castle door from the inside, and it looks like it has the locking feature, so you could probably slide the sword into the door and unlock the door, just like we had when we were kids. It does have an updated chair. It looks like it may swivel on there. It looks like there's something going on there, which means this trap door might even open up. Here's that piece. We didn't know what it was before. Here's our dungeon sticker. Looks like it's a little smaller than we've had in the past for our old dungeon sticker. And it looks like they got a bunch of polka dots kind of on the inside, like splattered paint. Now what's cool is look at the height difference from this floor to this floor. There's a good space between her head and the floors. I really like that. Now this one will have less space because the floors are the same height here, but this one's shifted up a little bit. But we remember these floors interlock together as you close it with this little hook right here. Now in the elevator they have this little wheel right here so that the string is not going to get shredded like we had it as a kid. When we were kids, we had this, the string is kind of hung over the top of this, and as you pulled it, the string would slowly eat into this plastic as it would wear it away, and eventually it would get caught, and then it would snag and then break. So it's nice that they actually have thought of putting this little pulley right here to make sure that we don't have the string getting all tangled up in there. And notice these used to be cardboard cutouts, now it's like a plastic piece. That is really cool here as well. Now what's missing is our robotic suit of space armor, whatever it's supposed to be. So that's missing right here, we used to have. But I'm sure we'll see some great customs, or maybe even a pack later on that will have that. The flag I can't tell what it's made out of. I don't know if it's vinyl or if it's cloth, but in the past it was just a sticker that would hang down, I believe. And here you can see, here we have, well, obviously you're not going to store this up here because it doesn't make any sense. There's no room to fight on there, but it's kind of cool. It shows that extra floor piece here, and then of course the cannon right here. So some differences is the shape of this. This is more rounded than what we saw as a kid. Ours is more squared off. Up here is a little different too, where the handle area is. But all in all, I think it looks really cool. So here is the box art. And you know what? This might not be the box art. Actually, you know what? I think it is. It's probably the box art from the back, I'm guessing. So you have more than one box art showing, it looks. But you can see we have all the different characters. And here's Scareglow, which we're all waiting for. Trapjaw. Here is our land shark. And it just shows some great characters. I cannot wait for Man-E-Faces. That's going to be so cool. It's kind of funny they chose to have the non-flocked Panther. So I imagine the non-flocked one is the standard one, and the flocked one is the special edition one. But this is so reminiscent of the picture they had in the 80s. So cool. Alright, let's look at the next picture, which shows our actual box art that I was talking about. And I love the way they drew her. It's so neat looking. And you can see you have He-Man fighting off Skeletor from the castle, the Craigley, ground coming up, and Man-at-Arms is beating up poor Merman for no reason. Then we got these two fighting in the side, and then you have these two fighting over here, and this guy's just hanging out doing nothing, checking out what's going on. And then you have Triclops over here. Oh man, oh Ram Man, cool. Then you have Evelyn backing up. Then you have these random skull guys with the actual whole entire skeletons. So I wonder, are they going to release these army builders? Wouldn't that be cool? Anyway, really cool artwork. I'm glad this time they have He-Man defending Castle Grayskull instead of Skeletor in the original box art. Because you remember, when the original Castle came out, they didn't have the whole story, figured out yet. They just had these items that are going to be used for the story. So very cool. And then of course you got Zodak there at the top. So we have Battle Cat right back there in the back corner. Trapjaw is sporting his claw hand there. Nice. All right. And those are the only pictures they have released. And I'm guessing this new for 21. I don't know if it's going to be on all the boxes. I guess probably the first run it will be on, and probably the second run we're not going to see that. So, where can you get this? I happen to order mine on Walmart.com, and it's $74.97. They still have some available for pre-order. Now, you don't get it till April, so April of next year. So it's a long wait to get it. But I was really debating whether to get it or not, and I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger and order it. My Castle Grayskull from the 80s I just recently rebought, and all it is a shell. So it'd be kind of cool to use some of the parts from the inside of this and see how they fit inside of it. She does look cool. Look at that. Quite the cool extra figure you get with it. And for $74 with a figure, you subtract $15 from that, you're looking at $60 for the castle by itself, and then $15 for the figure. It's actually pretty good value for what we're getting, I believe. Alright, you guys, put your comments below. Let me know what you think. Sorry, I'm really tired this morning, so I know I sound kind of strange a little bit. Sorry about that. But like, subscribe, tell your friends, and let me know if you decide to pull the trigger and get this castle or not. Alright, you guys. Thanks again. See you next video.